dawn, the camp does not wake so much as it is violently summoned into motion. Before the sun rises, whistles pierce the darkness, followed by shouting in German and the barking of dogs. Prisoners are forced out of sleep that never truly restored them. They rise from wooden bunks stacked 3 levels high, each plank crowded far beyond capacity. Bodies are pressed together for warmth, yet the cold still seeps into bones. The air is thick with the smell of unwashed skin, sickness, and fear. Ice crawl through clothing and hair. Dysentery, typhus, and exhaustion are constant companions. Some prisoners wake to find that the person beside them has died during the night. There is no ceremony, no time for grief. The dead are pulled from the bunks and dragged outside. In the logic of the camp, every body must be accounted for, alive or dead. The first ordeal of the day is roll call, known as appel. Prisoners assemble in vast open yards, standing in rigid rows. They must remain perfectly still. The counting begins and often repeats multiple times. A missing number means punishment for everyone. Rain, snow, freezing wind, or scorching sun make no difference. Prisoners stand for hours, legs trembling, stomachs empty, many already too weak to remain upright. Those who collapse may be beaten, shot, or dragged away. Sometimes the roll call lasts until someone else dies, resolving the count. After roll call, prisoners receive what is officially called breakfast. It is usually a mug of warm liquid, dark, bitter, and nutritionally empty. It resembles coffee in color only. There is no sugar, no milk, no sustenance. Hunger is not a passing sensation in the camp. It is a constant condition. It sharpens the mind and dulls the soul. Prisoners think about food obsessively. They recall meals from their former lives in painful detail, discussing recipes and flavors as though speaking another language. Work begins immediately. Forced labor is the central function of the camp system. Prisoners are marched to quarries, construction sites, factories, farms, or workshops. Some labor for German companies producing weapons, uniforms, or machinery. Others haul stones, dig trenches, lay roads, or clear rubble. Tasks are physically impossible for malnourished bodies, and that is the point. The system is designed to extract labor until prisoners collapse. Guards supervise every movement. Violence is arbitrary and constant. A prisoner may be beaten for working too slowly, for stumbling, for looking at a guard the wrong way, or for no reason at all. Punishment is public, meant to instill terror. Shoes are often mismatched or several sizes too large. Clothing offers little protection against the elements. Blisters, infections, and untreated injuries are common. Medical care is minimal or non-existent unless it serves the camp's interests. By midday, prisoners are barely functioning. The body weakens rapidly under starvation and overwork. Lunch is a thin soup distributed quickly. It is mostly water, occasionally containing scraps of turnips, cabbage, or spoiled vegetables. The calories provided are nowhere near enough to sustain human life under such conditions. Prisoners eat standing, guarding their bowls from theft. Even this meager ration is precious. Fear permeates every moment. At any time, selections may occur. Prisoners are ordered to strip and line up while guards and camp doctors inspect them. Decisions are made in seconds. Those deemed weak, sick, or unfit are separated from the rest. No explanations are given. Everyone understands the meaning. The knowledge that survival can hinge on posture, appearance, or chance creates constant anxiety. Work resumes after lunch and continues until evening. The pace does not slow. Exhaustion deepens. Some prisoners enter a state of mechanical movement, driven by instinct rather than thought. Others fall behind. Falling behind is dangerous. The camp does not tolerate weakness. As daylight fades, prisoners are marched back to the camp for evening roll call. Again, they stand in lines. Again, the counting begins. If someone has died during the day, their body is brought out and displayed. Punishments are often carried out at this time. Beatings, floggings, and executions are staged deliberately, forcing prisoners to witness them. Terror is systematic, used to maintain control. Dinner follows roll call. It usually consists of a small piece of bread, sometimes accompanied by a bit of margarine, jam, or sausage. The portion is tiny, yet it becomes the most important decision of the day. Prisoners must choose whether to eat it immediately or save it for later. Saving it risks theft or punishment. Eating it brings temporary relief but leaves nothing for the night. Food becomes currency, obsession, and survival tool. Night in the barracks offers little peace. Prisoners crowd back onto the bunks. There is no privacy. The sick groan. The dying struggle for breath. Some whisper prayers. Others speak quietly of family members, homes, and ordinary moments from before the war, as if trying to prove to themselves that those lives were real. Many fall silent, conserving energy and hope alike. Identity is systematically erased. Prisoners are reduced to numbers sewn onto uniforms or tattooed on skin. Hair is shaved. Personal belongings are confiscated. Names are rarely spoken. The goal is not only physical destruction but psychological annihilation, to strip people of dignity, memory, and self. And yet, even within this machinery of dehumanization, small acts of humanity persist. Prisoners share crumbs of bread. They warn one another of danger. They help the sick stand during roll call to avoid selection. They recite poems, remember songs, or cling to faith in whispered fragments. These gestures are quiet and fragile, but they matter. They are acts of resistance against a system designed to erase the human spirit. When night ends, the cycle begins again. Another awakening, another roll call, another day of hunger, labor, and fear. Survival depends less on strength or morality than on chance, timing, and endurance. This is not an isolated experience. It is the daily reality endured by millions of Jews in Nazi concentration and extermination camps. A system engineered not only to kill, but to humiliate, exhaust, and erase, one day at a time.